Transformed motivational script right. Here S. Something that LL proper mess with your head. The biggest lie you've ever been telling yourself is you ain't about money, love, or success. It's this. I'll give it a proper go next time. Bollocks to that, mate. There is no next time. There's only now. And you're either all in, or you're taking the piss. Listen here. If you're gonna do something, bloody well do it. Say what you can manage. Then manage what you've said. Don't go about making promises you can't keep. Yet don't stretch yourself so thin you snap like a rubber band that's seen better days. And for heaven's sake, don't go dipping your toe in like you're testing bathwater. You're not having a paddle at Brighton Beach. You're diving into the deep end of your own life. Here's the thing that keeps me staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning. And I reckon it keeps most of you lot up as well. That nagging voice that whispers, what if I'd actually tried? When you half-arse something, you never really know if you failed or succeeded, do you? You're left wondering if you got what you wanted or if you proper bottled it. But imagine this instead. Picture yourself looking in the mirror and saying, right, I gave that everything I had. Went the full 9 yards, didn't I? And then you'll know either it's not for you, or it bloody well is. That's a brilliant place to land. That is, the problem is, most of us are wondering about half-arsing everything. We're not being full of ourselves. And I mean that in the best possible way. We're not studying ourselves enough. Not holding ourselves accountable when we know we should. Not giving ourselves a pat on the back when we nail something. And not giving ourselves a proper talking to when we're being muppets. Someone once said to me, "You're so full of yourself." And I thought, well, who else am I supposed to be full of? Brilliant line. That. I wrote it down. I wish more people were full of themselves in that sense. We should take a moment to look in the mirror after we've pulled something off and say, nice one, that's exactly what you wanted. But we should also be able to look at ourselves when we've made a right mess of things and say, nah, mate, you didn't pull that off, did you? Give others credit. Give yourself credit too. You can guarantee happiness that has proper fairy tale stuff. But there is definitely a science to satisfaction. You can look at habits that create less pain in your life, maybe more pleasure, but at the very least, less aggravation. And that's a win, isn't it? It's dead easy to be supportive and gentle with other people, but when it comes to ourselves, we're absolute savages. You'll happily give someone else a reassuring pat on the shoulder when they've had to go and come up short. But when you've tried your best and it hasn't worked out, you give yourself a boot up the backside and a harsh word to follow you out the door. Why? Because I got myself into this pickle, didn't I? Things didn't go how I wanted them to, or how I believed they could. Life's funny like that. It's painful, but here's the twist. I'm the reason I stepped in it, which is actually an asset, even if it doesn't feel like it. Someone might say, why are you giving yourself so much credit for screwing that up? But we're gonna make mistakes, aren't we? You've gotta own them, make amends, then move on. Guilt and regret kill more people before their time than anything else. So turn the page, get off that ride. You're the author of your own story. There are habits I've noticed, things I take care of in my life, health-wise, faith-wise, as a father, as a husband. When I'm doing those consistently, there's less chaos. The funny thing about life is it has to be lived forwards, but it only makes sense when you look backwards. When you glance over your shoulder, you can connect every single dot. It's mathematical, scientific, how you got to where you are right now. It's all connected when you look back. There's loads of moments where you thought, that's it, I'm done for. But it wasn't the end, it was the beginning of something else entirely. What you're leaning into now is that mystery going forward, that uncertainty. But you've got something to push off from. You might not know what you want, but you know what you don't want. That's leverage. That is, we're always asking people, who are you? Figure out who you are. I try not to ask my kids that now. Part of what has helped me is thinking about what someone once said. We're all just what we create ourselves to be. That's quite relaxing, actually. But it's much easier to figure out who you're not. If you start eliminating who you're not, by simple maths, you end up moving toward who you are. It's much easier to think, how can I get rid of some rubbish in my life? Then how do I find my true self? Do you want to press the accelerator harder? Or do you want to take your foot off the brake? Sometimes the hard work, the grinding, the elbow grease, All that work harder mentality we bang on about, sometimes that it's not the way out. Sometimes you need to back up, have a laugh, sip your favorite whatever, and dance your way through the raindrops out of whatever mess you're in. Even when you're looking at the bad stuff, you can think. Cheers for that. Appreciate the lesson. One thing I've learned is turning bad times into good ones. Not pretending they're good when they're not, but finding the gold in the rubbish. How do you get more of that perspective during proper hard times? I probably start by intellectualizing something I know I should believe in but don't quite feel yet. I convince myself, even trick myself to some extent. You sit there and tell yourself, this too shall pass. Great, but what does that actually mean when you're in the thick of it? When you're in the red zone? When everything's going tits up? I think what helps me, whether I'm conscious of it or not, is my stubborn optimism and faith that this isn't all there is. And if it is, so what? Really? What's the big deal? It shrinks things down. I don't seem to make as big a drama out of things as other people do. Don't get me wrong, when hard times come knocking, I'm affected. I get the blues. I get mad. I'm not pleasant to be around. I can't sleep. Got demons in my head trying to work out why something happened. That's the tough bit for me. When bad things happen, my first reaction is always, what did you do wrong to cause this? I heard a quote recently, every man knows reflection and introspection when he is at his lowest. When times are rough, you can't do anything but wallow in looking backwards. But here's something brilliant I've learned when things are going well. Given that's presumably what you want more of, it might be worth taking apart why things are working. Can you bottle some of that science? Why are things going well right now? I found consistencies I was appreciating more, pointing out beautiful things, not taking them for granted. When I get off track, I try to remind myself I've been slacking on some of those habits. I've definitely found patterns, and I think we all have them if we just pay attention. They're not accidents. Let's raise a glass to all the things that are working, while also knowing it's not forever. We'll have another mountain to climb soon enough. What's my best advice to give myself right now? Listen to my own bloody advice. We used to look up at the sky and wonder about our place among the stars. I want to skip the flattery because I know this. The sooner we become less impressed with our lives, our accomplishments, our careers, whatever prospect is in front of us, the sooner we become less impressed and more involved. With these things, the sooner we get a whole lot better at doing them. It's like we've forgotten who we are. We're explorers, pioneers, not caretakers. Why pursue things that scare you? Why seek the role that's hard? Because it costs you something. It comes with a price. It's not really a risk, unless you can lose the fight. I feel more alive in those moments. I'm nervous every day I come to work, and that's exactly where I want to be. Here's what they don't tell you about life. It's not easy, and don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Don't fall into the trap of feeling like a victim. You're not. Get over it and get on with it. Most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them. When I nail a day and knock it out of the park. When I know I've done exactly what I set out to do, that gives me gratification. That makes me feel significant. Gives me confidence. So be brave, have courage, and when you do, you get stronger, more aware, more respectful of yourself and what you fear. You might be looking at someone bigger, faster, stronger, more experienced on paper. They're just better, and they know it too. But here's what they don't know. They don't know you're hard. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. That's not a good enough reason. Choose it because you want it. Do it because you want to. Itese on you. We remember the stuff we earn, the stuff we experience, more than what someone tells us or gives us for free. We broke a sweat on it, whether mental, physical, or emotional. We built it. We understand how we got it, how we achieved what we wanted. Those experiences stick with us. They're written into who we are, and they build resilience and healthy optimism going forward. I've got mates, and I've done this myself, who lose a job and get offered another, but whoa and take it because it pays less than what they had before. Suddenly they find themselves 3, 4, 5 years later, even a decade later, still stuck, saying they're going to find that perfect thing. You missed a decade, mate. Just go do that thing you love, even if it pays less, because at least you'd be building something. Who knows where that might have led? Sometimes it's not even about what choice we make. Just make a choice, commit to it, and dive in. While we're here, let's make this a place where we break a sweat, where we believe, where we enjoy the process of succeeding in the ways we're meant to, where we don't have to look over our shoulders because we're really too busy doing what we're really good at. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got in your body, lay it on the line until the final whistle blows. If you do that, we cannot lose. Turn TPAs. Get off the ride. You're the author of your own story. Knowing who we are is hard. Give yourself a break. Eliminate who you're not first, and you'll find yourself where you need to be. I had someone very important come to me once and ask, "Who's your hero?" I said I didn't know. Needed to think about it. 2 weeks later, they asked again. I said, "I've thought about it. It's me in 10 years. 10 years later, that same person asked, "So are you your hero now?" I said, "Not even close. My hero is me at 35. You see, every day, every week, every month, every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be my hero. Never going to reach that version of myself. And that's absolutely fine with me. It keeps me chasing someone worth chasing. To whatever those things are for you, whatever you look up to, whoever you're chasing, to that I say amen. To that I say just keep living." Has anyone here ever choked? Had a brain freeze on an exam you were totally prepared for? Forgot the punchline to a joke in front of thousands of people? Maybe you've had that feeling of bloody hell. Life cannot get any better than this moment. Then ask yourself, do I deserve this? What happens when we get that feeling? We tense up. We have this out-of-body experience where we're literally watching ourselves, and we realize the moment just got bigger than us. I've felt that way. And it's because we've created a fake ceiling on our expectations of ourselves. A limit where we think it's all too good to be true, but it's not. And it's not our place to say it is. We shouldn't create these restrictions on ourselves. A blue ribbon, a trophy. A brilliant idea. The love of our life. Pure bliss. Who are we to think we don't deserve these gifts when we get them? If we stay in the process, within ourselves, and the joy of doing, we'll never choke at the finish line, because we're not thinking about the finish line. We're not watching the clock or seeing ourselves on the big screen. We're in the process. The approach is the destination, and we're never finished. The greatest marksmen don't aim at the target, they aim beyond it. We do our best when our destinations are beyond measurement, when our reach exceeds our grasp, when we have immortal finish lines. When we do this, the race is never over. The journey has no port. The adventure never ends, because we're always on our way. Do this. Let someone else come up and tap you on the shoulder and say, "All right, you can rest now." Let them tell you, it's time to go home. Let them say they love you too. Let them say thank you. Take the lid off those artificial roofs we put above ourselves, and always play like an underdog. Responsibility and freedom go hand in hand. Life is more than just endless Saturdays with as much cake as you want. Try that and see how long you last. Responsibility is appreciation of the past, building something for the future, investing in ourselves, and something we started yesterday that we want to carry into tomorrow. There's a responsibility that gives us freedom. To have true freedom, we have to be more responsible for ourselves, constantly investigating who we are, pushing ourselves to be a bit better tomorrow, knowing we never really arrive. There's no ta-da moment. And that's something we all need to watch because we're so focused on results. But there's no final moment of achievement. We're always chasing. And if we can get comfortable with that, understand it, laugh at it, and work hard at the fact that we all just achieving our way toward the unachievable, well, that's as good as it gets. And that's pretty bloody awesome. So, there you have it. Stop waiting for permission. Stop looking for the perfect moment. Stop making excuses. The time is now. The person is you, and the choice is yours. Remember this, you're not just living your life. You're writing your story. Make it worth reading. Make it worth telling. Make it yours. Now get out there and show the world what you're made of. Just keep living, and make every moment count. Cheers to that, and cheers to your time is coming. Keep believing. Keep fighting. Don't just watch. Go out and prove them wrong. Thank you for being part of the journey. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.